Hey everyone, it's Laura from the blog OurEarlyHouse.com, and today I am bringing you into my kitchen for another What We Eat in a Day video. You all seem to love these types of cooking videos, and I love making them because I'm in the kitchen making 3 meals a day anyway, so it's pretty easy for me just to bring the camera in and show you what we are having. So today I'm just going to record our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then share them with you guys. And like always, if I have an exact recipe, some of these are on my husband's blog. I will link them down in my description box for you guys so you guys can find them. Other times I'm just sharing kind of like meal inspiration. I am not a person to always measure everything exactly unless I am making it for the blog. I typically just kind of like add this and that in and not always an exact recipe. So sometimes, like I said, there will be recipes for these. Other times it's just meal inspiration. Today, I have a couple of them linked down in the description box, along with different like kitchen things that I'm using. I often get asked about my Dutch oven or my knives or my cutting board or just like different things. So I'm linking those down there for you guys as well, so you guys can find those. All right, so let's jump right into these recipes. For breakfast, I made a ham and veggie quiche. This was actually filmed the day after Easter, so we had some leftover ham from Easter Sunday, so I'm using that in this recipe. To start off, I made a very simple crust for the quiche using just flour, salt, a little bit of oil, and water. I baked the pie crust for just a few minutes before putting the filling in, just to make sure that it was totally done once the quiche was complete. Next, I diced up a bunch of vegetables for the quiche. I did some red bell pepper, some onions, and some mushrooms. Then, after I was done dicing up the vegetables, I diced up some leftover ham to add in. Next, in a big bowl, I cracked about 15 eggs, added in some cream, and whisked this together. I poured all my vegetables and my ham into the egg mixture. I shredded some cheese in there and added in a handful of fresh spinach. I just mixed all this up, and then I poured this into my pie pans and baked this for about 40 minutes at 375. For lunch this day, I just made a big pot of chili. I had a bunch of canned beans and tomatoes, so I thought I could make this real easy. I am using elk meat because that's what I had defrosted in my refrigerator. So I'm starting off by browning the elk meat in my large Dutch oven, and then I diced up some onion and some pepper and a little bit of celery to add to my chili. While I was browning the meat, I added in the vegetables and some minced garlic. Next, I made up a seasoning mixture to add in to my chili. I find that the seasoning that you add to chili is the part that makes it taste the best. So I did some salt, some black pepper, a little bit of cumin, some chili powder, a little paprika, some parsley, and then added in a little bit of cayenne and celery seed. I just mixed this up and added it into the meat and veggie mixture. I then opened up a bunch of canned beans and tomatoes, added this all into the chili. I put the lid on and let this simmer for about 15 minutes until it was done. For dinner, I'm making a pork roast. We are in busy season. The kids are in baseball and gymnastics. There's just a lot going on. So a lot of days after lunch, and I get the kids down for a nap, I like to make dinner, or at least have it going, something that I can slow cook in the Dutch oven. And then I will be ready when we get home from the nighttime activities. So I'm starting off just by searing the pork and adding a little bit of broth to it, some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of coconut aminos, some spices, and some fresh rosemary. And I'm going to cook this on low for about 3 hours. I sliced up some potatoes, carrots, and celery, and I added those in, put the lid back on it, and put this back in the oven to let it slow cook the rest of the way. After it's been cooking on low for a couple of hours, I added in some vegetables. Once it was finished, I just turned it off, and then when we got home, I pulled it out of the oven and dinner was ready. Now, I did actually serve this with a mixed green salad. It was kind of a last minute thought, and I did not video that, but we just did some mixed greens, a little bit of shredded cheese, some diced tomatoes, and then a homemade dressing with some oil and vinegar and Italian seasonings. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video gave you some good meal inspiration. Let me know down in the comments below what meal you're going to try first, or just some different meals that you are making in your home this time of year. If you guys want some more meal ideas, I do have a 30-day menu plan with a grocery list and recipes for just making healthy eating a little bit easier for you. I have a link for that down in the description box below. Also, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. I get out a new video every single week. All right, see you all in the next video.